Hey, we're here today. This is Dr. Bob with another Ask Dr. Bob. Once again, wonderful questions. And it's an interesting time of the year because I know that some of you have cracks on your fingers, on your tips, and they're very annoying, and actually they're very painful. I know because I've had them myself during this time of the year. Drink water. Put Burt's Bee Cream Cuticle Cream and or the Coconut Mission Conditioner on your fingers. Make sure that you have enough flax oil. And I also know that calcium is really important, calcium lactate or citrate, because this time of year it's dry and your skin's going to be dry and your body needs calcium to hold cells together. That's so important. Those little things can be so painful, I know. Somebody said, Dr. Bob, you talk so much about sugar. Why is it bad? Well, really nothing is bad. What happens to most people, though, they are addicted to sugar. You know, in our practice, we take a temperature reading of our patients, a thermography, when they come in as a new patient. And then as we go through some of our patients, we're doing some very advanced training and advanced care for them. We'll literally do a thermography, just like CSI, before each adjustment. Well, we had somebody recently that came in that right before the Thanksgiving holiday, their temperature reading was perfect. And they overindulged over the Thanksgiving weekend. And I want you to know, their temperature reading has been altered ever since. So your body is impacted by sugar. They OD'd on sugar. Sugar will stifle your white blood cells from doing activity. Let me give you some statistics. Get a piece of paper, pen, or come back and rewatch. It's a very important segment I'm going to share with you. One white blood cell can literally eat 14 bacteria in a half an hour. When you consume a brownie, okay, let me say this, if you consume a can of soda pop, that white blood count now, that white blood cell can only eat 10 bacteria in a half an hour. When you eat a brownie, it can only eat 5 bacteria in a half an hour. And when you have a piece of pie, it can only eat 1 bacteria in a half an hour. And your immune system is paralyzed for 4 or 5 hours and even up to days. So Dr. Bob, what are you saying to me? I am saying to you that eating sugar paralyzes your immune system for hours, takes minerals out of your body, takes B vitamins out of your body so you can have more anxiety. So I know during this time of the year, because of it being Christmas time and the holiday season and whatever faith-based celebration that you are observing, and you eat sweets paralyze the immune system. You know, I've read so much about gluten. Where is it and how does it affect us? Well, gluten happens to be a protein that's found in wheat, rye, oat, and barley. Gluten is a protein that could literally irritate your nervous system in a figurative sense because your body sees the protein as a foreign invader. Now, I've been practicing since 1978, and I want you to know I've never seen as many challenges with the gluten as I've seen now. Now, I can't say for sure, but I believe those individuals who create seeds that are sold to the farmers, I believe that there's been some genetic alteration. We already know it's GMO seeds, but there is something going on that these seeds are so genetically altered, or the chemicals that they spray them. See, when they genetically engineer a seed, that seed now is resistant to the herbicide and pesticide that they spray on it. Now, I don't know about you, but if there's a 55-gallon drum next to farm equipment that has a skull and the crossbones on it, and they're putting that chemical in the sprayer that goes on the wheat, and then you eat the bread, or you eat the pasta, or you eat the quesadilla, or the lasagna made from that wheat flour, you're going to have allergies, pain, colon problems. 1% of the population has symptoms of celiac disease. Now, if you were to go to druglessdoctor.com and you were to send them an email, and give us a couple days to do this, we will send you an article, a 16-page PDF on gluten. And just say, Dr. Bob told me to ask you, and I'll make sure I inform that we're doing that, okay? How can I stay healthy during the wintertime? I always get a cough and dry skin. Well, it comes down to sugar. Sugar depletes your immune system. What else I have found? 2 little nuggets I want to share with you because you've been watching me. Vitamin D. I had a lady that had bronchitis for 6 months. We did a vitamin D test to her. You can do it with your finger also. And actually, wherever you're at in the world right now, I could send you a kit and you could have your vitamin D tested. Her vitamin D level was 6. Normal is 40. Vitamin D allows calcium to be absorbed, and calcium helps glue cell membranes together. Vitamin D, I take 3 drops of vitamin D every day, about 6,000 units. If you take vitamin D and you notice your skin is starting to itch, you need more calcium. And finally, what you can do, so we talked about sugar, we talked about vitamin D. If you have a chronic cough and it's during the winter time, cold outside, etc., crush some calcium citrate or lactate in a mortar or pedestal between 2 spoons. Take about 4 to 6 of them. Put them in 20 ounces of pure water. Drink the water through the day. Send me an email. I'll guarantee you between the D, minimizing your sugar, and the calcium in the water, you'll be pleasantly surprised. And finally, here's a question. Dr. Bob, I was wondering if there's any information or advice on high pressure building in the eyes. Well, we use a product in our practice called carbamide. Carbamide is a natural way to eliminate fluids in your body. You're going to really want to watch, once again, your diet, because we notice inflammation occurs in people's system when they have a lot of gluten. You always want to go to your optometrist, ophthalmologist to have a glaucoma test. Before you take medication, you may want to contact us. We can get you that product, or go to our website, once again, Drugless Doctor. Thank you for all the questions. Pass this on. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.